Welcome to CathyDSlaught's SRC4u Zoom call for May 5th, 2021. To access the group Zoom call, we're going to look for the Zoom banner. Remember this password and we will click here. It will take us over to the Zoom platform where we will allow. Log in with the password. Join. We'll have the option to join with video or without video. The call will be live. We'll join with audio.
But they're not prayers, really. They're codes, and that was on top of the 0. And boy, if we do that one, we don't have to worry about a lot of the others. And then we also, the very bottom, thanks to Deb Taylor, we realized go down to the very bottom and see the priority there. And the priority there was the ultimate balance for the gallbladder. And we're talking about Juvaflex, essential oil, a few different things, and I just went ahead and put that in there. All very subtle. Mm-hmm. But you'll find if you start just doing that, it's the daily stuff that makes the difference. And also, one of the books on QiGong mentions that all of our meridians meet in the top of the head. And it's kind of cute. They say it's like a convention center up here. So it wouldn't hurt to put some of these oils on the top of the head, frankincense in particular, but another real good oil, and it was in our scan, it just wasn't a top priority, was the DLF with Young Living, gallbladder and liver and whatever the F stands for. But that gives you some thoughts. Now, because the gallbladder came up, I did go in and test it and see if it was a priority for us to do the implants, but it was not. So we could always just go in here, even though it's not necessarily a priority. Let's go into the recharger. It's not going to hurt. And let's clear any etheric implants. And we're taking 30 minutes, so it's not a major priority. But also, I'm reading the book on the spiritual chakras and making a protocol. It's really a good book. I recommend it highly. And I was with a person yesterday who has some lower limb stress. And so, starting anyway, as we're going to do with clearing these chakras, I went into root and she wanted 21 hours. I want to show you some things we're going to do with the group and you can do for yourself. Just go in here and do a clearing of the root chakra. I've already done this for the group last night. Yesterday we wanted 11 hours. But let's see, do we want to repeat that or did we get it done? 4 minutes. We got it done. All right, let's do 4 minutes. And then it looks like we can go in and perhaps balance. We'll look at that. And then move on up, and we'll do that a little bit each day. But what we're going to do now, let's see some of our priorities. I want you to see I got my mouse, and it still doesn't work. I have to take it back today. It's up, but there is supposed to be another little thing with it that goes into the computer.
Are you sure you got it hooked up right?
No, I'm not sure at all. So I'm gonna go back to Office Depot and see, because we want to start adding these images.
Some of those wireless, the doohickey that goes into your computer is on the back, inside, like kind of. Well,
that's what I wondered. I opened this one thing. I just see the maybe they'll show me at Office Depot. I opened one part and it was just a battery.
But there should be another little area that it may not have a lid, but it might be stuck inside the kind of depressed.
Okay. Yeah, because the package shows that little wire thing, and I opened it expecting it to be in there, and it wasn't. So Office Depot is just across the street. It's just as easy for me, I guess, to go over there and see. Because anyway, then we'll start having some of our images on this computer. But I want to show you a couple of new programs we have on the other computer, because the images, I think, make a difference. And one thing we have now is a daily QiGong cocktail. Let's just see if we want that, and if so, until I can get this set up. We're not ready for it, you see. Pardon
Hey,
me?
Cathy. Oh,
Yeah.
my yard man is here, and I keep going, oh, I don't want anybody to hear him. I was waiting for him to get far enough away from the window here. But anyway, your mouse looks just like mine. So if you look next to your battery, there's a little thing. If you look at it to your right, it's and you push on it, it'll come up. Is there a little thing like right next to?
No, it's not looking like it.
Oh, yours looks just like mine. That's where mine is. Anyway, I thought it might help.
Yeah, thank you. I'm ready. I'll just run it over there. It won't be a big deal. But thank you. Anyway, and then so we are not ready for that daily QiGong. We don't need that at this moment in time. Then we have a triple burner cocktail. Is that right? No, 3 treasures. I'm sorry. And that's your Jing and your Qi and your Qin. And so again, let's see if we want that. Yeah, we'll take that one. So that's the Jing and the Qi and the Shin. And I'll do that on the other one. And then hopefully when I get this mouse thing straightened up, I can make it on here as well. But the other thing we're going to look at today, I just want to do one thing first. Is anybody drinking Hawthorn tea? I did talk with one person. If you can pick a tea, you don't have to pick that one, but pick one of these. They're tonic teas, they're herbs. And many times, if you have the essential oil, you can just put the oil in a cup of hot water, just a drop of oil. It doesn't have to be a big deal. But these herbs, whichever form you get them in, especially when you're doing this meridian work, because our only goal is to get the qi moving through the body. That's the whole deal. And as that happens, our consciousness rises, and then all kinds of great things happen. But before we're going to start now with the lower Sanjiao today. But also, I just want to show you something I got in the email today. And when you get these kind of things, what you might want to do. Well, if I can find it. Well, I may not be able to do it. Anyway, an email. This is an email about the, here we go. This is it, an analysis of test sticks from COVID PCR test by a hospital in Slovakia confirms genocide. This is, so you're looking at this stuff, you're getting this stuff, and one thing we don't want to do, we want to look at anything like this as something to check out. Have the information, not worry about it, because we know there's a solution to everything. But at the same time, we've got to have the awareness. The example I give is if the truck is coming, you got to know so you don't step in front of it. So I'm just going to suggest a little something you might want to do if you get this kind of information. Just go in to your browser, truth of, and put your URL in. And then, of course, it would be, if it's true, it would be a negative thing. Well, let's just, first of all, anytime you get truth is a good thing. So let's just play with it a minute. We want to get true information. And it's right on the line there. So now let's put COVID PCR test. And let's just put a negative thing. We've got some information here.
Wow.
And the next step you want to do is simply make a protocol. Don't forget the power of our energy. And it's when we don't know that we have the problems. So we could go in, for example, let's just go in. And again, I'm purely brainstorming here. And I'll send this out to anyone who wants this article. But you could just go in, for example, I'm thinking out loud. Let's go into yes therapy. And let's put people of planet Earth. Accept. Okay, then you get to go back and forth until it gets to 100. And let's just clear. We can do any you might want to do remove. Non-beneficial stress of COVID test. And I think that's one of the biggest deals is we see this stuff and we go into a state of alarm and it's not necessary. We can do something about it. And so that's just something to think about. And then with that, this lower Sanjiao, you'll see in here, we're going to focus on that today since we're focused on meridians. Now let's go down here and find the theme. And people say, is it possible that this kind of, something like this could be done to us? And unfortunately, if you study history, it's very possible. Where's our lower? Maybe it's.
What are you looking for?
I found it, yeah. Sanjiao. We're going to start with lower Sanjiao today. And that's going to be our theme. We're going to balance that out. And then just a couple of thoughts here. In a book I was reading, here are some benefits of the Sanjiao, which is really, I think they call it either the triple burner or the triple warmer would be a more common term. And in our machine, they refer to it as the Sanjiao. So they're a little bit, emphatic about some of this. Heal all diseases. That sounds like a good plan. Let's see how we resonate with that. And we don't need a code. The words themselves are very powerful. Okay, so let's amp that up. And this, I don't know what I was reading, but it said sins pardoned. I thought that sounds pretty good. And the higher your chi goes, the more clearing you do, these things can be accomplished. We'll take that one. They're already filled with hope. Look at that. All right. Acknowledge God. That's one of the big efforts. If you really start taking a look, coming forth in relation to this vaccine and all the other issues with this, they can't go to church, but you can go to Walmart and Walgreens and the casino and all these things, but not church. There's something that just doesn't add up. And if you are going to be making these powerful, positive changes, there has to be a connection. And a lot of people, they don't want to say the word God. They're afraid in this politically correct time. They will say source or universe, but actually, according to the power of words, the word God has a very powerful vibration. And so there we are. It might be something we need to take a look at because it's been pretty drummed out. The religion has turned us off. The media, definitely in the school system, etc. Flow in the gifts of the Spirit. The Spirit is that information around us, which if the meridians are open, they pull in. And that's a little low, but you see we go all the way up to the 102. Nothing by any means will harm you. Well, that sounds pretty good. I don't know what I was reading, but they were talking about the sand gel, so I thought, well, can't hurt anything. Let's douse it. Okay, well, look at that. See, we could have a little amping up on that. Let's just put that in the shin. So this is some of the damage that's done by these different communications and by the actions too. And we need the knowledge, and then we need to realize we're in control of it. For example, nobody's given me any tests on the COVID. Not taking it. So that's just where it is. Triumph over the enemy. I don't know who the enemy is. It would be probably any form of lower vibratory energy. Nothing to be afraid of. That's a good one. And if you've had the test or the vaccine, it does not hurt to just clear any non-beneficial energy. Everything is energy. And the point is, this stuff is working with matter, but it's our etheric field that's really in charge. So continue to work with your field. And of course, in the group, that's what we're doing. All of you are in the group. You get the idea. Look at that. We could use a little amping up on that. That's the kind of situation. Let me look here. If there were a code, and I don't know if there's a code for that. No code, but now because they saw that request, they might have one by tomorrow. That would be the kind of thing a person could write in the air. And then knowing, this is the biggest deal, is to me anyway, is what's true and what's not true. We need the information, and as you know, the more we learn, the higher the consciousness that we need it to be. We don't want to base our own belief systems on lies. Let's see where we are with that at this moment in time. Again, a little bit of stress related to that, so let's just put it in the shin. So now let's go ahead. We've got our Sanjiao lower region. That's going to be the focus. Let's just hit a wonder click. Let's just image in whatever is your priority for the day. While we're waiting, let's just go ahead. We might have a few things to clear with the Gong. Let's look in here too. We know we're working on the gallbladder. Let's just see if there's any particular gallbladder. Yeah, there's a gallbladder right block. And don't forget, if you have the software, to hop back and forth to that charger. Okay, 1 minute will do it. There we go. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we are working energetically. And And with supposedly this is all energy work anyway. We know that, but what I'm saying, that's our priority. All of this is subtle. We do have a CBD scan. I'll do that tomorrow. So that's something to think about. Life force. That's where we're focused today. Receiving this energy. Defiance, imposing. Let's look at blockages. All right, so go ahead and add to that, since that's a very high stress. Here we go, amino acids, whatever that is, legs and feet, 10 minutes. And while we're at it, let's go into the dispenser. And since we're talking about amino acids, let's make a cocktail and see what we come up with. And no need to go out and buy anything. This is just information. You get an idea.
Cathy, before you end the call, do you want to tell them about the 5G protocol?
I can, yeah. I'll let you. In fact, you're the one who talked with Kevin. Go ahead and tell us now. That would be awesome.
Okay, when you're on the main page, the premium, down in the right-hand corner, it has saved sessions. And if you go in there, there's a 5G protocol, and they suggest you run that every 30 days. But you go into the save session without putting your name in, and you say, go to 5G, put that in, then you put your name in and optimize.
Say, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, see, there's your load saved sessions right here, down here. And you're not putting any name in. And yeah, that is, it's the 5th. If yeah, we could get in the habit of doing this the 1st of every month. So 5G.
Except
There
at
it
the
is,
top.
right there. 30 days.
You have a lot more than I do in there.
I got it. You should. Kevin has all of them.
Well, he updated me supposedly the other day.
Well, you know what's interesting, and that's all that's coming up for me. Is clear and remove all harm from 5G transmitters and signals. So.
I just meant you have more saved sessions.
No, I know it. Yeah, Kevin has them, so he will get.
One more time, please.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I would have thought. I wonder, okay, so you go down here to load saved sessions.
Okay.
I'm going to say yes. And then here's the 5G GMD 30-day clearing. But all I'm getting is that one thing. Is that all you get, Deborah?
Yeah. I'm just saying you have more codes in your save.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, as far as this particular, this is it? This one statement?
Let me go into mine.
It might be all we need. I'm just saying. I'll go ahead and hit wonder click.
Whoops, I'm using the wrong mouse. No wonder I can't get to it. I got 2 computers running.
And you hit okay. Now I wanna see that again.
Okay, any of the save sessions, all you do, pull up a P4.
Yeah, that's all I have, Cathy.
Right.
Okay, so that's it. So that's okay, that's fine. I just didn't know if I had a glitch. Okay, so Ron, what you do right down here in the bottom, it says load saved sessions. And in our list, I have a scan, we'll get to it shortly, to see if a person needs a save session. And then if they do, you go down here, or even if you just your intuition, you don't need to scan any lists. If you have intuition, go down here to load saved session, click it on, yes, and now they come up. And I just got them from Kevin though, so he has them. Some of them I made, some of them other people made, and let me just look at some of them here. There's some good ones. This is the one down here, and Kevin does have this one. I don't have, I'm sorry, I have it on the other computer still. The stress related to the corona vaccine. Kevin has that one. That has a bunch of information in it. It includes the test swabs and everything else. I got on the SRC that it was a 91% benefit. So he has that one. I have it on the other computer. For example, here's GMD. Chinese herbs strengthen the body. You know, there's all kinds of things in here.
Just by pushing that?
Yep, just by loading it. So any request here?
There's one for garden that I ran the other day.
Yeah, that one looks very good. And for the group, probably not as good, but how about we do increased vibration?
Yeah.
Well,
Give me more energy.
That's right. And so here we go. And then we put the name in our case, the client group. The dog really likes to watch this optimized connection. All the little bars. And then just hit your wonder click. And there you go. So this is getting easier and easier. I like to do the different things. I like to make protocols, etc., but it's not necessary. So let's just continue. He who places head in sand will get kicked in the end. So we got some unpleasant information today. It doesn't hurt to deal with it energetically. We certainly don't want any of this right here. And as you already know, don't underestimate this Shin and Nagong. Very powerful. Look here, we'll take this manifestation. So can you see how that goes on a deeper level? We know there's a solution to everything. Now let's just and I've already got the Shin going. So what I'll do is let's just it'd be a simple, let's do this. Let's install manifestation. We're already manifesting. That's not what I want to do. Let me play with that one a little bit. Because every word we say, every thought, we're already manifesting. We want to manifest what we consciously desire. So let's work on that a little tomorrow. Receptivity. This mutated and or degenerative cell damage, this doesn't necessarily, remember this is from our field and we can be proactive. Get the information clear, maybe stop eating that Snicker bar every night, that kind of thing. Look at that, that's a high stress. Of course, this group, we want to definitely clear that stress. as you can see over to the left, we had a lot of people wanting to be included today. Our families, our vehicles, which seem to come up all the time, and in the whole country. So we're doing a little work today. Let's put that up there. And then we've got the Wonder Click going already. So anything extra anybody can think of?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 5G transmitter signal,
Yes.
when you that you can take, once you put it in the name box, copy and paste it in the theme box and the option box.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. We need to get Kevin on our calls once in a while.
I was going to share one thing off the subject a little bit, but those, I know some of you do DAOs. About it, and it's a free download. It has some charts and how to, which was real helpful. Someone told me.
That's my
Yeah, it's powerful.
We all exchange emails like that, that instead of us having to send it to Cathy, that you can send it directly to the group.
Yeah, I can
That'd
see
be
that
great.
idea. So I may not get that done before the end of the day, but I will get it done. Just a group of us that come on Zoom. So anything else? I like that thought. We can do that with all of these saved sessions. You just take your theme, put it in each. So I guess that's it for today.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thank you, Kathy.
Have a good day.
thank you, Kathy.
We will leave.
Good luck with your mouse.
I know it. Thank you. I need it. Take care.
That's a
Bye.
beautiful.
Leave meeting. Takes us back to the Zoom platform and back to the website where we say thank you very much for attending the SRC4u group Zoom call for May 5th, 2021. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well.